Well, how are you today, my fellow YouTube? What should I say? Let's get real. People? Yeah. Um, how are you today? Let's get real. It's a Saturday, cloudy. Wanted to take a walk. So, anyways, what's the topic for today? Well, I want to ask you one thing. What do you do when you hear bad news? In our lives, to those of us that it comes to, we will hear bad news. And we have to find a way, once again, around that bad news. I always, and I feel like like I say or do the same thing, on and off and on basis. I'm trying to not have people get in my vlogs. It may be because I'm obviously used to being at home and doing my video vlogs while I'm at home. And I definitely try not to get anyone else on my video vlogs because I know, whatever, it can be a legal issue and things like that. But one thing that I will say is this. I change the, I kind of changed, my videos from being inside the home, being on the studio side. I switch it up a bit, from being inside to being outside. Because if I, just stay inside, well, yeah, I mean, you do that, and there's some, and not there's, that's bad, it's good. But I wanted to come on outside and just share with you what it is that I'm going through when you're going through a hard time. Excuse me, right now I feel like bawling. I do. Because the news that I heard isn't good. And maybe I'll share the news further down on the road. Anyway, I want to ask you one thing. Do you have this thing called pride? I want to say that I do. I have this thing called pride. And again, as I go through this channel, I will talk more in depth about who it is that I am and what it is that I, go through. I want to just say this. Just because you're not on a ventilator, or just because, what is it? I'm not in a wheelchair thoroughly yet, doesn't mean that I'm not sick. And that's one thing that I want you to remember here on this YouTube channel. That just because you're not on a ventilator, just because you're not in a wheelchair, just because you're not thoroughly blind, does not mean that you are not sick, okay? I want you to remember that about people. I don't want you to be like so judgmental. I guess I kind of got this channel for those of us going through a hard time, for those of us that, go through these things. We go through the things of, having an autoimmune condition. And I wanted to go through the emotional side, because the thing is with having a condition is this. A lot of people don't believe you because you're healthy on the outside. And I'm more to like, okay, I could be in the kitchen, I could show you, like all of the supplements that I'm taking. And I choose to go the natural route rather than the, the synthetic route, the conventional route. there's nothing wrong if you're going through the conventional route or the functional route. The most important thing is that you have support. Do I have support? Yes and no. And I started this channel on the basis, I'm gonna go back inside now. I think I'm getting a little bit too emotional. I started this YouTube channel on the basis of getting to know myself a little bit better and, you know, doing a self-help thing. But I never thought that I would actually, you know, go about having a YouTube channel, you know, this long. And I didn't even think that, you know, I would even continue having a YouTube channel for this very long. But anyways, right now, I just want to say that I have a lot of anxiety and depression. Now, should I deny the fact that I have anxiety and depression? No. What I'm going to do is, because when you have a condition, you go up and you're down, okay? And that's just how it is with any type of condition. But what I always want to look for, now that I'm inside at home, is this. I want to look for the good of what it is that I'm doing and how it is that I am dealing with something as heavy as being autoimmune. I have like all of these like supplements and stuff, you know, oils and stuff like that. I have this for the eyes because I have like really bad dry eyes. But anyhow, I'm always glad to come on here, give you my love and support whenever it is that I can on a consistent basis through whatever it is that you're going through. Whatever it is, if you're going through a divorce, if you're going through finances, if your kids are rebellious. Yes. Anyhow, you will do what you can in the place that you're in, okay? And that's what I want to do. Build a community of supporters who are fighting this battle, you know, going through this. And what better way than to have my Let's Get Real channel out there for you to share with, for you to come on here. So please pass this information to those of us, because the thing of it is this: if we keep things bottled up within ourselves, what's the consequence? Yeah, there is consequence. There's consequences to sexual sin. There's consequences to what happens out there. I mean, let me just say this, and I hate to call on abuse. It is, but it is real. It is out there. And it's in my heart to do what I can to try to stop it. Okay? Yeah, these are the consequences. And when we look at consequences, the thing is that we look at consequences when we are too late. Yeah. Isn't that isn't that how we are as human beings? Yeah. I'm like that. For instance, yeah, I'm looking at the consequences of maybe, you know, going through, you know, my autoimmune condition. And that's a consequence. It is. I didn't know how to bring about that and communicate that to you. But anyways, I am so glad to be here on my YouTube channel. What a great way to be with you on this Saturday night. I mean, I was going through it so badly. Look at that. I can motivate myself. Is that why I'm my self-help? No, I was going through it badly. I really was. But now what I have to do is go away, upload this, and make sure that I am in that mentality that says, no matter what you're going through, you are in overcoming. You're an overcomer. Yeah, the song. Okay, no, I'm not going to try singing. But anyways, thank you for being on here. I love you. Pray, love those around you always. And I will see you on my next